Okay, so today we've got 3 rounds, and 3 rounds of 20 Bulgarian split squats. So that's going to be 10 on each leg or each side. You've got 20 dumbbell Romanian deadlifts, and then 10 plank extension walks. You're going to rest as required between rounds. So I want you to get through your first round without too much time in between each movement. But once you finish those 10 plank extension walks, rest is required from there. So anywhere from probably a minute to 90 seconds to 2 minutes, somewhere along that mark. You'll know yourself how you're feeling. Just don't take too long. We'll have a look at the split squats and the deadlifts and the plank extension walks in just a sec. But yeah, this will be our first portion of today. Alrighty, let's have a look at these split squats. What were they like yesterday, Galen? Terrible. That's not what you just said. Okay. Don't knock the TV over. That's happens when Sean programs them all the time for you. Okay, so 20 Bulgarian split squats. So it's going to be 10 each leg. So one foot's on box, bench, seat, whatever you've got, and you're just lowering down towards the floor, trying to stay nice and stable. You can add some weight if you wish. That's entirely up to you. You can add it as a goblet, holding a goblet position, or by your side, or racked. It's basically your 3 options there, depending on what you want to go through there. But just trying to get the knee as low to the floor as you can. It's a nice active stretch as well. But as you know, you've done these plenty of times before, so you know how you'll be feeling tomorrow. Okay, once you've done that, you've got some dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. So depending on the dumbbell you have, I'll just come around this way a little bit too. Dumbbell in the hands, and then from there, we're just going to go with basically like straight legs, and we're just going to hinge down towards the floor. Good. So nice flat back, knees are back, so shins are vertical. Nice big pull through your hammies. Now, if your hamstrings allow you, obviously go as low as you can. If they're going to snap off, don't let that happen. Just don't go as low to the floor with those. Now, if you've got a bar and you've got some plates, you can do it as a Romanian deadlift with a bar, but it is 20, so just keep the weight down a bit there as well. And then to finish that round, you've got some plank extension walks, which you're going to go down into like a push-up position. And then from there, you're going to extend your hands out as far as you can, keeping your tummy tight. Good, great position. And then walking them back into where you started. That's 1. You've got 10 of those to do. Good. Pretty solid on your shoulders too, so you're just trying to keep those arms nice and straight throughout. Cool. So you've got 10 of those walks. You're going to rest as required between rounds, so anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes, and just try and keep your time between movements as minimal as possible. All right. Okay, so the second thing you're going to be going through today is your conditioning. So it's 15 minutes to do as many rounds and reps as possible. What you've got in 15 minutes, you're going to do 8 single arm devil's press, 12 single arm squats, and then 16 box jumps. You're going to complete as many rounds of that in 15 minutes as you can. However, at the turn of the 3rd round, so once you've done 3 rounds, once you've done 6 rounds, once you've done 9 rounds, once you've done 12 rounds, oh fuck that, that's the minute mark. Oopsie daisy.
Do you want to start again?
Yeah. Okay, so for this one, it's 15 minutes to do as many rounds and reps as possible. You've got 8 single arm devil's press, 12 single arm squats, and you've got 16 box jumps. You're going to do as many rounds of that as you can in 15 minutes. However, when the clock's running, at the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 12th minute mark, you're going to stop what you're doing and where you are, and you're going to do 30 double unders or 60 single skips. Once you've finished the work on the skipping rope, you'll continue from wherever you got up to. Again, completing as many rounds as possible until you get to the 6-minute mark. You'll stop and do your skipping, the 9-minute mark, the 12-minute mark, until you get to the end at the 15 minutes. When the 15 minutes is done, that's the end of the workout. There's no extra skipping at the end of that. Your score is going to be total rounds and reps completed. Then just pop in your kettlebell or your dumbbell weight to your notes. So just depending on what you've got to use in terms of whether it is a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and yeah, what weight you use, just so we can keep that as a reference as well. But yeah, we'll have a look at these movements in just a second. But yeah, it's 8 single arm devil's press, which will be 4 on each side. That's going to be 4 all on one side, then 4 on the other. Single arm squats, which will be in a racked position, so 6 each side, and then your 16 box jumps. Cool, let's have a look at these movements. Okay, so for these movements today, we've got a single arm devil's press. Now, if you do have 2 dumbbells at home, by all means do a normal devil's press for 8 reps. Otherwise, if you just got the one, you're going to come down on the floor, so dumbbells in hand, down into a burpee. As you come back up, dumbbell in between the legs and bring it overhead. You're going to do 4 of these on one side, then 4 on the other. Good. So yeah, it won't be an alternating one. Yeah, just do it all on one side before you do the other. Just really focus on getting that dumbbell back behind you when you come off the floor, so you've got some momentum and some room to then get those hips through and keep that dumbbell as close to you as you can. Now, if the burpee part of it is going to be an issue, you can scale that with just doing some clean and presses. So we'll probably do this as like a little from the floor, so a little power clean and press. So tapping the floor to your shoulder and then press overhead. You do 4 of those each side as well. So if you need to scale the devil's press, that's what you'd roll through. Next one is 12 single arm squats. So in rack position, and you're going to be doing 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Good. We've done a few of these this week, haven't we? Yeah, that's 6. 1, 2, 6. Perfect. So you got 12 there in total, so 6 each side. And then 16 box jumps. Now, again, depending what you've got, it might be box, it might be a step at home, whatever's going to be safe for you. You're going to do 16. So make sure you're still getting to the top and extending, so hips come through. Show us a rep where you don't extend. And back down. Yeah, I hate those ones. Don't like them. Good, that's it, hips through. You get a little extra little bum squeeze too, so extra glute work. Okay, so you've got as many rounds to do of that as you can, and just remember at the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th and the 12th minute mark, you'll do your skipping. Now, you've got 30 double unders. It's even so quiet, that rope. 30 double unders or 60 single skips. If you needed to scale that further to some mountain climbers, it'll be 60 mountain climbers as well. You can reduce the amount of reps there if needed. You want that to be taking no longer than sort of 30 seconds. So if you need to reduce the number of reps, go for it. So score is total rounds and reps completed, and just pop in your dumbbell or kettlebell weight into your notes.